And now the Golden State Warriors, 6 NBA Finals in 8 years, 4 NBA championships. Congratulations, you are the 2022 NBA champions.
Hi guys, welcome to 23 Mania. My name is Mr. G, and I am excited to present this episode, The Rise and Fall of the Golden State Warriors. We will now be having English content every week. Please hit that like button. Also, please hit the subscribe button so we can achieve an amazing 100K of subscribers together. Now, back to the Golden State Warriors. Usually, a big team who wants to win the NBA championship will spend a huge amount of money to sign players at the superstar level. But for the Golden State Warriors, who won the 2022 championship, they are totally different. How are they different? I will share. First, let's look at their starting lineup. 4 of the 5 players were originally drafted by the team, meaning they did not come from a trade, nor were they signed as a free agent. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney are the 4 main rotation players that were all drafted by the team. And surprisingly, those 4 players are the core of the team that make them really, really strong. And they will again be a championship contender for next season. Now, the Warriors are back to once again have a dynasty era. It is definitely not easy to regain this dynasty title back, and actually, they failed over and over again. Let's dive into their timeline, starting from the drafting of Stephen Curry, and show the history of the team until 2022.
The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
The 6'3" junior guard out of Davidson, quite simply, is the best shooter in the draft.
He's going to have to improve his decision making a little bit with the ball in his hands, and his shot selection has got to get a little bit better. He's got really deep range. It goes beyond NBA range.
Stephen Curry was drafted in 2009 as the 7th overall pick. And that year, Curry was voted Rookie of the Month 3 times during his first season. However, he did not get the vote for the Rookie of the Year. Curry was voted as 2nd ranked, and Tyreke Evans was Rookie of the Year. In that first season, the Warriors won 26 games, but lost 56 games, and they did not make it to the playoffs. He finished his first season with an average of 17.5 points, 5.9 assists, and 4 rebounds with 80 games played on the court. A year later, in 2012, Joe Lacob, a millionaire businessman, bought the Warriors from Chris Cohen, and he paid an astonishing $450 million for the team. And on that day, Joe was quoted as saying, "It is my passion to return the Warriors to greatness once again." In 2011, the Warriors selected Klay Thompson with the 11th pick in the NBA draft. Despite this being controversial, because at that time the Warriors already had Curry and Monta Ellis. Having said that, Monta Ellis was then traded to the Milwaukee Bucks for center Andrew Bogut, who was out injured for the whole season. In 2012, the Warriors selected Draymond Green from Vanderbilt, and Ferdus Ezeli was the 35th pick. Beginning in the 2012-13 regular season, Curry and Klay found a rhythm in playing with each other more and more. Curry started taking more three-point attempts. In his first 3 seasons, he shot 4.7 times. Now, he was averaging 7.7 times per game, so 3 more attempts for each game. They then became known as the Splash Brothers, one of the greatest backcourt of all time, the greatest shooters of the NBA history. What makes the Splash Brothers even better is they also had Draymond Green. They ended the season with 47 wins and 35 losses. The Warriors advanced to the NBA playoffs for the first time in 5 years. In 2014, Steve Kerr, a 5-time NBA champion, became the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Before this time, he was working as an NBA broadcast analyst for the TNT channel, and he had never coached a game before. But no one seemed to be concerned about that, because at that time, Kerr actually had 2 job choices at the Golden State Warriors and the New York Knicks. His former coach, Mr. Phil Jackson, was president of the Knicks. Yet, Kerr chose the Warriors. He wanted to develop the individual players and team and preferred to work with the Warrior organization. During the 2014-15 season, David Lee got injured, and that was the reason that Kerr moved Draymond Green into the starting lineup. Nobody ever thought that this change will lift the level of the team, especially in terms of defense and ball movement. Draymond Green incredibly brought his caliber of play to the team to reach the next level. This is a significant turning point for the Golden State Warriors to become the dynasty team. The Warriors ended the regular season with a league best record of 67 wins and 15 losses. The team ranked first in defensive efficiency for the season and second in offensive efficiency. Stephen Curry was named the NBA Most Valuable Player, the first Warrior since Wilt Chamberlain a long time ago. This is the first time in 40 years that the Warriors advanced to the NBA Finals since 1975. The Cleveland Cavaliers were their opponent, and they were led by LeBron James. Their coach, Steve Kerr, decided to use a small lineup known as the Deadline Up, which proved to be very successful. It was the Warriors who closed out the series in Game 6 and won the 2015 championship. Splash Brothers finished with 525 three-pointers. Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP, and Steve Kerr became the first rookie head coach to win an NBA championship since Pat Riley did it in 1981-1982. Splash Brothers set a new record with 525 three-pointers, making the first duo to do that in NBA history. During the 2015-16 season, the Warriors made new history by finishing with 73 wins and only 9 losses, the NBA best record for most wins in a single season, breaking what the Chicago Bulls had done in 1996, when they had 72 wins. Stephen Curry was named as MVP again for the second straight season by winning all of the first place votes.
Was unreal, one of the more dominant first quarters you'll ever see in a playoff game.
In the NBA Finals, they were facing a rematch against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Warriors were ahead by 3-1 and so ready to close out the series to win the championship. However, the Cleveland Cavaliers made an incredible comeback to tie up the series, and shockingly, they won the championship. This was definitely an NBA Finals the Warriors will never forget, and the league will never be the same again. On July 4th, 2016, Kevin Durant, who was the former opponent of the Warriors, decided to join the Warriors. He must have been thinking, if you can't beat them, then join them. In that year's NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors fought against the Cleveland Cavaliers for the third consecutive year. And this time, it was the Warriors who won the series 4-1 and claimed the championship once again. During the 2017-18 season, the Warriors struggled with injuries. They ended the regular season with only 58 wins. However, they still made their way to the finals again. This was their 4th consecutive year that they were playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. With the top caliber, they had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant. They swept the Cleveland Cavaliers to win their 2nd straight NBA championship. This was the first NBA Finals sweep since 2007. Congratulations to the Warriors.
Is he feeling it? Yes.
There it is! Smelled it out. Curry, 3, he's fouled!
Watch out.
Then came the 2018-19 season, which was a big challenge for the team, as Kevin Durant tore his Achilles tendon and Klay Thompson tore his ACL. Yet, they were able to again make it to the finals for the 5th consecutive year. But this NBA Finals turned into a real disaster for the Warriors. This time, their opponent was the Toronto Raptors, and the team was led by Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. It was a very, very miserable season for the Warriors fans. They were beaten by the Raptors in 6 games, and the Raptors won their first championship ever. Then, at the end of 2019, Kevin Durant requested to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets, as he never really felt like he was part of the Warriors. He agreed to a 4-year contract with the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for D'Angelo Russell, who joined the Warriors. Next came season 2019-20, and this was the real decline of the Golden State Warriors after many years of success. Klay Thompson was still in rehab, and it kept him out for almost 2 years. And then, on October 30th, Stephen Curry broke his hand during the game against the Phoenix Suns. Curry had to undergo surgery, and he was out for 3 months.
Wolves got hot. Now this is the closest they've been in the second half. Flipped it up and in, got the foul. Talk about crafty finishes.
And that season, the Warriors selected Jordan Poole, who turned out to be a shining star as the overall 28th pick. However, the management made a significant change. They traded D'Angelo Russell, who also really didn't fit with the rotation, in exchange for Andrew Wiggins from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And in this year, because of COVID-19 pandemic, the normal season was suspended. And unfortunately, the Warriors were not one of the 22 teams to enter the bubble being played at Disney World in Florida. That year, the Warriors ended the season with the worst statistic in the league, having only won 15 games. A huge disappointment for all the fans. During season 2020-21, the Warriors were able to draft.
The Golden State Warriors select James Wiseman from the University of Memphis.
James Wiseman as their second overall pick. However, during that season, Klay Thompson was still out due to his Achilles tendon injury. The Warriors did a little bit better and ended up with 39 wins. They made it to the play-in tournament, but they were eliminated by both the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And Klay down the lane. We'll put it up and in. On the whole city of Cleveland just now. To put Lamar Stevens and Laurie Market in the basket.
Then came this 2021-22 season. It was a rough start, but they improved as the season went on. And this would be the year the Warriors rise again. That year, the Warriors selected Jonathan Kuminga as the 7th overall pick and guard Moses Moody with their 14th overall pick. After missing the playoffs for 2 consecutive years, people thought it was certainly the end of the dynasty. But no, they rose again and became even greater than before. In the NBA Finals, the Warriors beat the Boston Celtics by closing the series 4 wins to 2 and claiming their dynasty again. They did this with incredible performance of Stephen Curry, who played the best in his career, with the comeback of Klay Thompson, with Draymond Green, who was truly the oil in the engine, and an overall solid performance of Andrew Wiggins, the great all-star. The supporting players such as Jordan Poole and Gary Payton II also shined throughout the series. And let's not forget to give credit to the incredible work of the coaching staff and the management team. This was certainly their year. This amazing team, the Golden State Warriors, successfully reclaimed the status of dynasty. They impressively won 4 championships in 8 years. Let's see if they do it again this year. The Golden State Warriors